Yaki. That is a brutal gauntlet of top Tracer players you have to run through. And Yaki has the highest solo kills in the league right now, I'm pretty sure. He's so good at controlling those flanking routes.
Oh yeah, but look at this. It's going to be the Outlaws getting 3 kills straight off the rip. Yaki was deep putting in pressure, but it did not matter. The Outlaws just...
A mild issue for Yaki to get through first. Great stun, 180 there. But no follow-up on the Tracer.
They nano the Sombra to touch the point here as Happy comes back onto the Sombra. This will be a point flip for the Florida Mayhem, so they get control of the point, but they're all so low. This is going to be a flip right back in favor of Houston.
And I love, okay, so I actually like nanoing the Sombra here. There's no good nano back in the direction of Spawn plan. He still has an EMP to use. He just needs to make sure he's not too close to Jake. Gargoyle and Gangnam didn't call with that one. Perfect execution and follow up on the EMP. You get the backline plus the Zarya.
Half just trying to stay alive with anything necessary.
Jake is a casualty here, but it shouldn't phase the Outlaws too much. They have a Graviton Surge from Piggy. All right, back over towards that doorway, and Junko has a Primal Rage to make it impossible for the Mayhem to contest with more than one player at a time. And this is Dante's element now. He gets a bunch of 1v1s. God, he's pleased about that. OG from the high ground can't do anything. And that is the round. Pretty. Oh, the throwback. This is, oh my. This is a throwback to the inflatable palm tree getting carried out onto the stage and the dancing walkouts, Matthew. What a feeling. This is the swoosh era.
It's not a throwback. They probably, you know, it's okay to throw back the jerseys, just not the gameplay.
This run OG will be great. This means that Happy doesn't have to worry about it, as he's got a very safe position as well. How long until OG realizes where this Widow is, and how long until they respond is the question. Happy on the Widow is always a treat.
And with the infrasight, you know exactly where BQB is the entire time, right? So not surprising anybody with the angles that he's coming with. Gangnam Jin takes out 2. Is this enough, though? You just have Yaki and Gangnam Jin there.
But Junko has to come to his rescue as well by the looks of things. This fight is far from done here. BKB on the point there. I think he tried to hack Dante, who turned around quickly. And Artsen, there he is, picking with 2. What a big bomb! Slam and Gangnam Jin. You can't ask for much more than that. Happy might not be able to win out this 1v1 as Yaki does what Yaki does best. But with Gargoyle picked off, it should be an Outlaws capture. Now the Outlaws in control, and this puts the Mayhem in a position to group for 99% fight.
You know where BQB is as well, as you see he has to translocate.
Oh, he can't get there, Matthew. Happy gets to look down his nose at them from his ivory tower. Crimzo goes down first, though. BQB just picks him out. Nicely done, but Junko's in a great position to punish that shield. He gets a lot of value out of it. Even with the Discord Orb on him, he's able to find a kill. But still shaky stuff for Houston. I wonder how they stall things out now. They're going to have to if they want their Winston to come back. It's going to be a lot slower than a record.
So they put enough pressure on the supports to draw them off the point, but it's going to be BQB takes out Dante. Yeah, this is all going to fall apart.
I mean, Yakim's surprised that top knot is still intact, actually, because he looks like a Bushi that just swore his vows for revenge. Sick play from him. Crimzo just jumps over and says, I never. Yaki finds a pulse bomb. No connection, almost takes himself down to it there. As a matter of seconds, that would have been the end of him. Jungu here with the nano boost. He's found his way in. Monkey amongst the pigeons. Job done for Outlaws on defense.
Yeah, the nano and the primal while the rally is going off. He's able to like kind of bully Slime on top, and then BQB there as well. So maybe you didn't need to kind of stack them on top of each other. Maybe you could have actually just used the nano to land a big EMP.
It's bizarre, you know, Crimson normally has very like a good stun, but Dante still gets the kill. Really safe positioning normally. That's a nasty Dragon Strike. Really great foresight there to catch 2 players inside of it, but it's not enough on its own yet here. The Mayhem move up onto the point, and OG finishes the job. He rolls in, Crimzo again is removed, and I'm sorry, but Crimzo gets bullied in that round, and it hurts the outside to do that. I think they're down the Winston right now, especially with this kind of setup, right? Defensive biter grenade had to be used there, but I won't save Crimzo from the pulse bomb. This time he's picked off in more conventional manner. Yaki's able to get the finish off here. This is just pretty gross. Quick couple of kills from him, and BQB finds Junko with the storm arrows. Jake has to respect this from across. Dragon Strike there. I think that forced Crimzo out of position for a moment, but Junko already gets into the backline with a nano. This is about as much as you can hope for. I think maybe staying alive there would have been ideal, but you got both supports. And as long as that Wrecking Ball gets cleaned up, yeah. Who's waiting for him up on the high ground. Yaki down to Happy. Nicely done by the Outlaws. They pretty clean execution here of a fairly standard set. He's looking a bit deeper. He had eyes for the backline there, but he won't reach it. Gargoyle protects against him. BQB, though, looks like a foray towards the backline of the Outlaws ends in disaster for him. Yaki has to blink away outside of that hack, but at least the pack still hacked from there. It's a great sleep dart. Just brilliant stuff there from Crimzo. Nothing Yaki could have done but sit on his own pulse bomb and hatch it like an egg. Here comes the pulse here from Dante. Dropped it in on Sly, and the Transcendence was there. Oh, that gets my blood pumping. A bit of flex support play. You love to see it. BKB now comes out onto the point. He's got a Harmony Orb on him, but he'll be spotted pretty quickly now. And it's all fall apart for the Florida Mayhem. They needed Yaki to be a factor here. EMP onto Yaki and OG. Yaki just cannot get away. Can't blink, can't do anything. Self-destruct here. This is a little risky for the Outlaws, especially with the displacement of the Wrecking Ball, but they survived the blast. And Piggy's charged up. He's now a real threat in terms of that DPS, and yeah, Gargoyle cannot hang around while he is just pounding that damage in.
Yeah, and just the players getting hacked left and right as they try and come in for the Florida Mayhem. Doji hit with a biotic grenade, a rally going off now here for the Houston Outlaws. Gangnam Jin gets one, but it's not going to be enough. The Outlaws finish.
Jungu needs to be very careful. There's a hacked Mega Health Pack. He stood on that and got everything back. Gargoyle trying to Graviton Surge him, but Jungu pretty pleased to get at least the trade. He does not expect the minefield, though, to be quite as nasty as it is. That's one tick and counting. Make it two. Or not quite. No, the brick's going to be in play. The rally's there, and Happy gets the EMP off. OG's also slept, so I mean, great utility use from the Outlaws, but they just don't have the players to follow up on any of it anymore. And that's all Houston are going to have. 61.7%. Spotted and discorded. Who's going to stand on the point? That's the big question. Piggy's now gone, so your only option is Jungu, who gets discorded already. And no one's looking at Yaki. No one has the bandwidth to deal with the threat of this Tracer. And so one by one, the dominoes fall by his hand. Pulse Bomb doesn't connect, but it doesn't have to. That definitely makes the Outlaws look pretty winded, because this is what happens. Fight breaks down. They can now go after Crimzo, and there's no Lucio here, so no one's disengaging. Jake knows it's forward or down. Or both.
As it seems like now, Florida's got
outmaneuver. Now it's time, though, to see if the hammer hits the anvil properly.
So the Transcendence comes out. Happy can wait this out and then EMP, but now that you've lost Crimzo, do you decide to do it? Oh, and it actually looks like Gangnam Jin's not hit by it, but still they might be able to turn this, the Outlaws.
Yaki killed the backline. He just solo killed the backline. Yeah, look, he can't even believe it. I mean, they don't even have grab advantage. Gargoyle gets caught in one. Does he fire one off him? He does. He fires off his own grab there. Okay, well, pretty bad fight from the Mayhem, to be fair. That grab doesn't really get used well at all. Nice job by Piggy there. Gets two in the one.
That just connects with Slime.
I think Gangnam saw the Sombra come up on that left-hand side, so he was ready. I think he backed away inside. Perfect. The Outlaws really not be able to find too much success with this composition so far, and I mean, that's a brutal way to end the team fight.
Oddly enough, how would you feel factors?
That Pulse Bomb just got turned into Charge, I think, for Gargoyle. Jungu blown up.
Yeah, and I believe they used the nano on him as well, and he had Primal that he didn't end up using.
I mean, I think he died too quickly for him to realize what really happened there. So the Outlaws win that fight, but I mean, they have to spend almost everything, right? That Jungu there. They have no choice, Matthew. It's going to be a defensive biotic grenade to keep Piggy nice and topped up. I mean, BKB wants a bit of space, but he doesn't have much to work with right now. OG hacked, slept, hacked again, and the cart gets along the line. So that's two checkpoints now for the Outlaws, Matthew.
Here comes Gangnam Jin.
Here he comes. There he goes.
The tide. You're really dominating everything else. You know, you just have an extra ultimate for that fight. You probably win that one as well.
Jungu's in a great spot here. A lot of support there from Piggy, but that projector barrier wasn't quite enough. Quite the skirmish here. The Outlaws,
so they can start taking advantage.
Yes, this is a good look for the Outlaws. They just keep the gameplay free-flowing. It's a dynamic game state, right? The Mayhem can't ever really get 6 players back in position. They don't have the time to regroup. That space keeps getting taken away from them. Yaki gets a pulse on Jake, though. Jake tries to get in his face, and then, well, he finds out. Should be okay for the Outlaws here, though. Transcendence, okay, still going to be a factor. It looked like Gangnam was knocked back briefly by the Primal Rage, but the EMP gets held onto by Happy for after that ultimate. Good sequencing there. That's the Outlaws definitely doing their due diligence. With OG falling, that's going to be the round. The Outlaws are going to done. So there's that dive that we said needed to happen, right? Shut down BQB's angles a little bit, force him out of position, get in his face, shield bash him. All those are great things. They get rid of Guangzhou as well. And the Outlaws have to be proactive here, Matthew.
Not really close to these like big game-changing ults. That'll be a nano on a Jungkook as he goes in.
I love that look. Again, Jungkook well positioned here just to be impossible to kill. OG's able to find Jake, and obviously there's no taxiing back here in this kind of hero pool, but Yaki, I think Jungkook knew there was no recall there at this point for Yaki.
It's a tough spot to be in if you're the Florida Mayhem. It'll be OG who goes to the point to touch. Big pulse bomb there from Yaki, though. I mean, Piggy's got that grab.
I think that was the worst possible situation for the Outlaws. The grab was going to be their stall mechanic, their team fight win prospect. Jungkook and Piggy are the only ones with ultimates. Yeah,
you know, the Dragon, which they use right now, Transcendence here used by Gangnam Jin to kind of counter Piggy's grab, as now the Outlaws are forced to kind of like push into the Mayhem spawn, and that is not working out.
Yeah, that was a late grab by Gargoyle, and for BQB, he just stands still and just he just holds mouse one. Yaki hoping to keep some tabs on backliners here. With Junkie going down after the EMP, this is a great sign for Florida. Dragon Strike rips on through. Yaki's in a position, he sticks the pulse to Jake, and this is great. This is good action here for the Florida Mayhem. Gargoyle also very charged up, and Piggy falls. And this will really help them pad out a time bank that got really stretched on point A. There'll be some stall here. I think it's probably just Jungkook at this point, and he's done.
All right.
He wanted them, actually. A little bit further back than he would have liked. But look at this. Look who's ready to catch Jungkook as he comes down. It's not exactly the fireman's trampoline that he was hoping for. No, it was the enemy. Straight into the gaping maw of the Mayhem. And there's a pulse bomb thrown in. A Graviton Surge comes a little late. It allows Piggy to secure Slime. This fire's now going to break down into chaos here as Yaki is going to have to try and do it himself.
Yeah, you saw the
Outlaws have just had to give up a little bit of space. There's EMP. Pulse follow-up. Okay, it's going to be there. It has to be traded, though. Happy gets blown up in the immediate aftermath of the EMP, but the effects linger, and that's what Dante's looking to try and take advantage of here. Piggy also.
Here, this is most likely going to go on to Jungkook to build up that Primal Rage.
25 seconds left, and again, Jake, the first casualty in this fight. Dante fares little better, so it's up to Jungkook to make ends meet with this Primal Rage. By ends meeting, I mean the skulls of the Florida Mayhem. He has to get out. Again, he kind of realizes a good sense of discipline about Jungkook. Knows that he's in danger, but I mean, against Yaki, he's hoping on that mega health pack. It just doesn't come up quickly enough. Force here in time as well. It will be an overtime, though. Stick here onto the brig. That'll end it. That'll be one extra minute for both of these teams. It doesn't get much closer than this, Matthew. Here's that dive. The Mayhem all react to Jungkook, blow him up. Not what you want for Houston. The dive is really supposed to herald the rest of your team getting involved here, but Jungkook was not in a position that he could be helped in. Sloppy stuff.
Yeah. I mean, is anyone... Dante not going to be able to get a touch, so... Yaki is behind, will get a touch here to force OT, gets whip shot right away out of...
Jake is on edge right now, but I mean, fair enough too. Yeah. Dante gets himself 2 big kills in the backline. That should pretty well secure the draw here. Florida Mayhem down to 4 players, lost Gargoyle, make it 3. Yaki's pulse bomb doesn't connect, and he has not been able to do anything on this Tracer. Ugh. Okay, much better from the Outlaws, man. They respond really well to Yaki here. He doesn't get anything done. Good turnaround. Detected barrier over to Jungkook, keeps him alive as he falls under the scrutiny of BQB's Hangzhou. Bubble also thrown up on top of Big Girls. Eventually, all of these defensive resources are going to be exhausted, though. Then the Outlaws need to be on their guard. Cart's been moving nicely, though. Jungkook trades to find a kill on Slime. Unclear if that's really worthwhile. The backline of the Mayhem looks battered and broken, but the Outlaws aren't able to press deeper.
I mean, that's how a lot of these fights look, though. Like, when you have this, like, Wrecking Ball Zen combination, a lot of the times it's like a, kill trades, the Wrecking Ball's back, he's gone, now he's back again. And eventually, the two.
Yeah, Jake just clears the mines and keeps moving the cart. Elsewhere, it has to be Transcendence here from Guangzhou. He lays that down, so the grab gets no follow-up, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Except for Dante. Swoops in, finds the Pulse Bomb connection on BQB, and follows up with a kill on Slime as well. A lovely little 2-piece from from Dante, who's in a ridiculously strong headliner tracer matchup against Yaki.
And you also do not have to use the EMP.
Looking for a chance here. Jungkook holds the door. I hope he doesn't go for it there. Something sort of puts him off of going for the EMP.
I think he thought maybe that Gangnam Jin had the, whether it be Transcendence or they had a rally, and maybe he was trying to bait it out. Yeah.
Saving the EMP seems pretty awesome. Grab, oh, very cheeky. I love that. They use the Sonic Arrow here to get information on where the Outlaws are. They hold them in place. Yaki's able to take advantage of that, of course, by catching Piggy with a pulse bomb. Great coordination. That doesn't work if the surface is too thick.
Yeah, so yeah, it's going to be the Nano here, and it's going to be on a Jungkook, but...
Oh, he spots Yaki on the stairs.
Barely gets him.
I think Yaki blinked into the wall. I'm not sure what it was. Yaki maybe tried to join his teammates there, but a great target switch from Jungkook, man.
Yeah, and I wonder, like, Yaki didn't have a recall. I guess maybe he had, like, gone in for, like, this really good time if you're the Outlaws.
Oh,
so who's that? So he'd be off on his own.
Yeah, just trying to play like a flanking angle for whatever reason, and immediately gets lit up by the Outlaws. Somehow, in his absence, the Mayhem is still able to make things happen, though. Nicely done by Gargoyle. The grab is big. And they realize they're at a big disadvantage early.
Oh, they need
Slime. And also, wary of trying to make sure that he gets good purchase here. That's all right, they get Gangnam Jin. So the timing is, it's impossible to dodge that. Jungkook dives in, and while he's in the air, that's when you see Happy go with the EMP. Lovely stuff. This will get him right close towards the end of the map here, and they have a Primal Rage in a few moments they can probably just use to try and trap people in spawn a little longer. Dragon Strike from spawn, forces recall from Dante, who's discorded immediately. And that's why Jungkook dives. That's what that Primal's for here, Matt.
Yeah, how much longer can you stall this? As OG will come out on Roadhog, as the Primal Rage coming out. Loads of damage, though, coming out here from the Houston Outlaws. As even with that pulse bomb, it looks like they're going to get it over the line.
Yeah, OG gets a kill. I'm sure he's pleased about that one, but the Outlaws, they break through. Nicely done, and it's the EMP that we were wondering whether it would be that effective.
Potentially able to come back here for the Outlaws. Rally start things off here for the Mayhem.
Dante getting loose out there against Yaki. He's able to come back and find a damn good use for the pulse bomb, though. That's a dunk. What a goal! Nicely eyes up the Outlaws. Okay, big EMP, but Gangnam Jim's able to respond quickly enough. He can't get to Gargoyle, though. Jungkook's able to punish it. It might have been a biotic grenade there from Crimzo as well as the EMP. Still, Mindful gets some value there. Jake ends up getting caught in it. And Dante's a long way away from the action. He doesn't want to use his blinks to get there because he needs it for his own safety. So he has to look on while Houston lose players en masse here. And Jake died with a rally.
Yes, that's tough because you're in a
Outlaws, they're looking clean. That's the rally in response to Gargoyle's Graviton Surge and a trade of kills here. And Jake being the only casualty. I mean, this is great response. That grab did nothing for the Mayhem with rally in play. I guess it's just as well that Jake was forced to save it.
Yeah,
well, maybe not. They could have cancelled the pulse. I don't think he actually got to deploy it at all. Transcendence wouldn't have saved the Mayhem if that was actually a stick there. What a response from Slime. Just grown into an absolute Brigitte mastermind. And the Outlaws, oh dear, fall flat on their faces after that one.
And they would have loved to probably have that nano for Jungkook, but you know, the grab is coming. Attack this go because Gangnam Jin is still back. He's still back at that spawn.
Happy touch. That bought some time, but no, that's it. The Outlaws give it up. And all right, Matt, we're getting freaking maximum Overwatch today. Neither of these teams are really capable of defending whatsoever, so here we are.
Yeah, it's like the NBA. Who cares about defense?
Goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes.
All right, Piggy will die. You're in a good spot.
Jungkook, look how careful he has to be. We want to beat QB, but he's got to skirt around the edges so much he can't fully commit. He's got to dip one toe in and then just play. I mean, lovely stuff from him, understanding just how much damage he can afford to take. And there's the clean up.
Pretty good for the Outlaws.
That's it. Straight into the iris. That's what the cameraman was trying to tell us. Zoom on in there.
Whoa.
Okay,
Wait,
that's a Dragon Strike. The Outlaws would sooner forget. I mean, they're trying to go aggressive, right? I mean, Jungkook's just moving up towards the grab, but the Dragon Strike just fends them off, gets them 2 kills. Oh, man. The Mayhem have got a chance to finish the map now, really. buys a little bit of time here. But that's about it, really. Oh, okay. Jake able to find Yaki with the whip shot. That might be a game changer. Jungle is down, and the barrier has to get used here on OG to allow him to get away. BQB, he's dizzy. Look at him, looking at every corner of the screen. Dante's trying to run rings around him, and he just gets himself onto the hacked health pack. EMP, can't ask for better timing than that. The Outlaws have fought so hard to win this map. Slime is done. Dragon Strike here. Dodged away from. On the card is BQB, but no one's going to leave him for any length of time. The Pulse Bomb helps him with that kill, and Jungu comes out on the Wrecking Ball. A rare showing indeed.
It's a close quarter area, Florida. And yeah, they're going to be forced to use Transcendence.
Bomb's gone. They actually got eaten up there, but Transcendence comes out regardless. Piggy's the one that actually gets the nano boost here, and not Jungu. The ladder just gets blown up there as Yaki's able to find his way to Jake. Dante had to give up the fight for that side flank as he tried. The Outlaws flip the point back during this fight. This is now getting a little bit dangerous for the Florida Mayhem here. Can Slime survive this? Not with the Biotic Grenade that comes in from Crimso, and he finishes the job on Gangnam Jin. He hits the back line. Crucially, he hits the players near Slime, who would have benefited from the fact that he was slapping the Winston around from the Inspire procs. Great presence of mind there for Crimso. God, he's so good to watch. A stick there on Jungu, but that's going to be it, and the Outlaws take the first round.
He has been so good on the Ana. Damn, we'll see if they're able to keep BQB alive. As I'm sure the dive's going to come in on him. Two-player Biotic Grenade that hits Gangnam Jin and Slime. Gangnam Jin not able to live. Slime barely
right there
makes it out.
I was asking for that of Voskaya. You know what I said about, Jungu making like a half jump, right? You don't hit the back line entirely, but you force...
How far Piggy is ahead of Gargoyle. It's going to bode well for the Outlaws, especially because Well is a difficult one to take back. Oh, that Biotic Grenade is so big. Do they lose Jongu first? And it's like a 4-player Biotic Grenade that just turns that.
Yep. OG and counting. Dante, he's been BQB behind him looking for a dead eye. Dante's able to get away in time, and there's the nano for Jungu. BQB's already gone down here. The Florida Mayhem definitely look like they're being forced to play a less than comfortable composition, and Jungu's going to paint the room red. Primal Rage here from OG, stunned briefly there as Slime's going to come in with the rally. It's a very disjointed... Oh, Florida Mayhem, look at Crimso. Hits the sleep. Guess who's not on the point? Oh, he might actually just be on the point contesting their OG, so he needs to be woken up and moved on to a different location. This is it. This is over. The Houston Outlaws, the better team today. What grit and determination they had to show to get here, but they avoid the 6-mapper. They get it done in 5 here with a dominant showing on Ilios.
And it turns out that their Winston composition on this last map is the one to have. And you see when they kind of get that Winston v Winston matchup, they were dominant.